What's good? Y'all already see what it is. Salute. On my gentlemen, on my lines, on my real man. We out here. This shit right now, let me tell you. We don't waste no time when it get nice out here. This is something light. This is light. This ain't not even, this is light. This is nothing. Light work. Another day. So y'all, got a good one for y'all. Let's get into it. This is me escaping a spot. It was me in New York, upstate New York, correctional facilities. Now this was a juvenile detention facility. It was not a maximum secure facility. So for content, just keep it in its proper context. Okay, you feel me? But at the end of the day, I end up getting sent to this spot called Lincoln Hall. Lincoln Hall was located in Chino, New York, upstate New York, right? So now I got sent to Lincoln Hall. I believe it would have had to been like around 94. I believe it was 1994. Feel me? Now, I got sentenced to 18 months in Lincoln Hall for a bum-ass strong-arm robbery. First, they put me on probation. I fucked up the probation. And after I fucked up the probation, went to court. That's when the violation came into play. So that's what took place that led me to end up going straight to Spofford, Beach House. Basically, it was Beach House. After Beach House is when I got sent to Lincoln Hall. Right? So, now when I'm in Lincoln Hall, I meet some interesting dudes. Some interesting characters. Listen. Now, I had dudes that was like, there was this one dude, his name was Chino. Short as hell. Little Puerto Rican dude. He from Prospect. I believe he was from Jackson Projects. Facts. So, he was from Jackson. And he used to be hanging out in my neighborhood over there in St. John's, not 50 Avenue, St. John's, 52 Park and all that. He used to be out there as a youngin'. I used to see him way young, my age, but more advanced for somebody my age. I'm not gonna lie, when I met him in Lincoln Hall, this dude was like 4'11", B. Little as shit. Caesar with one ponytail. He looked like, you know what he looked like? Like a fucking, like a Chinese monk. No lie. Y'all see I'm on my Papi Champoo shit, you heard? Don't hate. I could do this, I got here. So anyway, I end up meeting him, right? Cross paths. Hold on, friends. I know I gotta have my sip on. And I'm out here, y'all. hood shit. Got the whole thermostat. This with that good shit. So anyway, I met this dude Chino. Chino was one of them type of dudes that he was really advanced for his age. Like he was. He was one of them dudes that for a 14-year-old, he was moving like he was in his 20s already. Feel me? Like he was 30. Like he was a grown man. Mind you, he was only 14 years old. Moving like a G, mad little, short. Respected, it was weird as hell. The amount of respect this dude Chino had and got. But he got it. You know what I mean? He definitely got it. And it's respected. At the end of the day, he was moving like a lion. I don't know if he was king or nothing like that. So, as I'm about to say, I was notorious for escaping and leaving. I'm talking about notorious. Like, I escaped. Well, let me not say notorious. I escaped once from the facility, specifically. Then I escaped another time from the hospital, when I got sent to the hospital. So when I got sent to the hospital, it's the one that I'm not going to speak about in this one. But the one when it was straight from the facility is the one that I am going to talk about. Now, fast forward. Keep in mind, I was 14, 13 at the time. Young as hell. Scared to death. When I say scared to death, I'm talking about when I was already out there. It was in the middle of the night when I jumped over the wall. It was pitch black dark out there. I'm talking about pitch black dark. It was nothing but animals. I'm hearing a bunch of fucking creepy crawlers. I'm hearing all types of sounds. There was a golf course that was under construction. Now, let me get to how I put it together, right? So what happened is this. I start saving up money through the visit. Family coming through, I'm saving up like $20, like $20 here, $20 there, and I'm just saving. So as I'm saving it, accumulating enough to where I know that when I have to get to a certain location, that I'll be able to get the ticket. I'll be able to get the ticket. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get the ticket at the bus stop because the direction is basically leading to out of Chino, New York, towards the city, towards the Bronx. So that's basically the mindset I had, was to get towards the bus stop, not the train, because the train stop is where they will be waiting for you at once they find out that you left. See, that's another thing I did homework. Every dude that tried to leave there or try to abscond, they always eventually ended up going to the same location, and when they got to that location, they ended up getting snatched up. Feel me? It was all going to the same spot, which was the train stop, Metro North. It wasn't even an Amtrak, it was a Metro North that had to go there, right? So peep gang, the twin is putting a whole little scheme together, right? I got a whole little scheme I'm putting together, right? I got a whole little scheme I'm putting together. And I know when I'm gonna leave, I know when the right person that's working is when I'm gonna take advantage of my opportunity. Because there was this staff member that used to always go there, and all he used to do was go to sleep. Like literally just go to bed. So I'm like, yo, I'm gonna make a dummy, right? I'm gonna save up some snacks, right? Check. I had a whole checklist. Went through the checklist. I need food while I'm out there because I know that it's gonna be dark, and I'm not even. My plan was that I wasn't even going leave immediately, right? That was my initial plan. I'm not gonna leave immediately. I'm gonna find somewhere in the golf course where they was having construction, and basically just fucking hide out there somewhere in the golf course because it was under construction. We then leave in the morning. So that was the plan. It's not what happened, but that was definitely the plan. So what happens is this: I make the dummy, right? I put everything together. I saved up enough bread. I already had a couple dollars, like $100 saved up on some change, so that I could leave and like get a ticket once I get to wherever I was at, right? I even had bud. I shouldn't have did that because I ended up smoking the joint before I ended up smoking the joint before I escaped, bro. Salute to the nigga Moscow from Queens, South Jamaica. I forgot his handle when he was homie. He was a big homie too, but I forgot his handle. And he was in Lincoln Hall when we was in Willow Cottage, for those that's wondering. So now he's the one that gave me the bud. So now I got the bud and I smoke before I leave like a dumbass. Let me tell you something. I know a lot of dudes be like, yo, you know, we used to get violent sometimes with smoke, whatever, but the escaping going to the woods and you over here fucking young as hell, out in the sticks, and you high as hell. I was high as hell. Well, I was paranoid as shit out there, scared to death. So anyway, my checklist consisted of this: food, money, flashlight. I had to make a dummy, which was easy. That was the easiest thing to dummy. And then I had clothes, which was, I took that shit off. I'm like, the fuck I need to take clothes with me for? Out. You know what I mean? I don't need no fucking clothes. I just need the fuck to get up out of there. You feel me? I'll get everything else when I'm gone. My dumb ass brought clothes with me because I was allowed to have a lot of my property. Like over there, you can dress your regular clothes. So I wanted to bring my stuff with me because I had my regular clothes with me. So I had a whole book bag on with a couple of fits and all that. So the day comes, dude Moscow knows, and he wanted to come with me, but then he talked himself out of it. And he was like, yo, I gave him my phone number. I said, put it on your list, you call me, and I'll let you know how I did it, where to go, whatever. So he gives me the bug. I smoke with this dude, and I did. Oh, and the flashlight. Yeah, I got the flashlight from school. It's one of the little skinny joints I stole it from in school. So I basically go make my thumb, put it under the bed, on top of the bed. I mean, all it was pillows. I picked some clothes, stuffed it up with like sheets to make it look like a body, and then I had like a shirt. Stuffed that up with sheets, made it look like a body, also the top part, bottom part of the body. Then, you know, I had like I made something that looked like the shape of a head, but it was really like a hoodie, right? And I had a hat, and I stuffed something in the hat and the hoodie, because dudes used to wear hat and hoodies sometimes and shit like that, and I covered up. So basically, I made my dummy. Now it's time to go. I dipped off like around 1 in the morning because it took some time for the staff dude to fall asleep. Finally, he fell asleep and I dipped off. So once he fell asleep, I was out. I jumped, boom, like yo, chopped it up with the nigga Moscow, and then I was gone. I say Moscow because that was his last name, you know? Like literally, that was his last name. And in there, that's what niggas was going by. Niggas was calling me by my last name, you feel me? Like that was just how I was in there. Last names and then your nicknames. I forget what but they used to call it Moscow. So I dip off. I'm out there. I'm running. I cross the street. I hit the construction site where the construction site where the golf course is at. I try to stay low there and I try to stay there. But when I'm dead, I'm like, it was mad weird. I'm mad high, I'm mad paranoid. I'm hearing all type of noises and sounds. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Like, this shit is like, man, weird. Like, I wasn't used to no shit like that, especially that late at time at night. So my paranoid ass is like, yo, I'm not staying here. Fuck that, I'm walking. So the golf course was huge. Well, I stood in the golf course because it was away from the trees and then the main road. But I knew I had to go in that same direction. So I end up getting, I start shooting all the way straight down to that same direction, right? I end up fucking hearing all type of sounds, and at one point I even started running. I started running because I thought that it was some wolves or something out there. I thought it was something on my ass. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that noise? Because I kept hearing like trees, branches breaking shit. And I started dipping. Bro. It could have been deers, you know what I mean? Because there was a lot of deers out there. This is the sticks. But at the end of the day, I was scared to death, paranoid. I'm dipping. I'm out there for hours and hours and hours and hours. I'm eating my little munchies and shit like that. I got my little flashlight. That shit helped like a motherfucker. I ended up going to the right direction, right? And it's at the end of the golf course. Now I don't know where to go after that. So I go start heading towards the main road. I head towards the main road. Once I hit the main road, it's like the light starting to come up, you know what I mean? I'm walking on the main road, but like kind of like on the dirt side of the main road. Cause I know that I'm like, yo, my mom like, yo, this fucking staff is gonna take the same road to get to work. And even though I've been walking for hours, it's like, it's still the same shit. What happens? A fucking staff member, bro, from the spot sees me. This nigga hit the brakes. I heard it when he drove by. I didn't peep him, but he peeped me. All I heard was the brakes, and when I heard the brakes is when I knew that he was from there. All I heard was like, brrr. I look. That nigga stopped, did a whole, backed up, did a whole U-turn. I said, fuck. I started dipping. I started dipping. Yo, I started dipping into the, and now by this time, I'm making it close to like where it's like houses and stuff like that, and I'm over here dipping through houses, right through backyards. That book bag is lagging on me. I throw the book bag over my back. This motherfucker really chased me in the car, bro. I had to cross like a school baseball field. It was a high school. I forget what high school it was. I'm crossing that shit. This motherfucker's driving the motherfucking hoopty, his car, whatever the fuck he had, the Honda Accord Max or whatever, and he's over there on me. Like he police chasing me, and I'm running and I'm seeing this property, this house. I'm like, yo, I gotta go to that backyard. I gotta get, because over there, I seen it was like a lot of woods. Yo, he jumps out the car once we get towards the baseball spot, because it was like he couldn't drive through there. It was like it wasn't no way for a car to get in. So he had to jump out the car. He jumps out the car. Homeboy dead ass chasing me like he police, right? So he chasing me like he the boys, and I'm over there hauling ass, and I end up jumping over one of the petitions from when I got to the dude's backyard in the house. Once I got there, it was like a whole section where it was basically back to the woods. I'm in the woods. Now I'm in the woods. I'm looking back. I hear him. He's like, he's calling my last name and shit. He's like, yo, Perez. Like he's talking because he knew, he saw me. So I was gone. Now I'm in the woods. I'm dipping. He ain't catch me. He ain't find me, right? So I end up now just walking, yo, for hours, B. And then finally, I end up, it's still daylight, you know what I mean? I end up fucking coming across a campus, a college campus. And when I get to the college campus, one of the campus security, I went to them and I beat them in the head. I was like, yo, I need some help, I'm lost. Because mind you, I'm 13 years old, bro. 13, 14 years old, I'm a youngin'. I'm like, yo, I just finished, you know what I mean, leaving this group home I was at, where they was violating us, and I need to get home. I got a couple of dollars on me, which way to the bus stop, and the college police, through the security, they looked out. You know what I'm saying? One of the dudes that was there was like, yo, this slow, and I'm like, yo, listen, man. They're like, yo, you want to call the cops? I'm like, no. I just need to get home to my mom. They're already expecting me. They know what's going on. And from there, you know, we're gonna go to the proper authorities. But I need to get home. I need to get home so I can tell everybody that I'm okay. Or the mother, the campus security, they took me to the bus stop. You know what I mean? They even bought my ticket. I ain't even had to spend my bread. I ain't spend my bread. They bought my ticket. This is summertime, 9-4, and I end up 9-4 going in, no, 9-5 I think it was actually, 9-5, 9-4, 9-5, and I ended up getting back to the Bronx, B. I got back to the Bronx. They already had called my moms and told my mother that they gonna probably find me, that I was, cause you know the next day they found out I wasn't there and all that, and they contacted my moms, let her know that I wasn't there, that I probably attempted to escape, and that if I pull up over there to make sure to notify them and let them know that I'm there and they'll come pick me up type situation. But you know mommies ain't doing that, you feel me? So when I got to the crib, mommy was mad, but she was happy at the same time because I was free. And I'm like, yo, I'm out, mommy. Like, forget that. Like, we home. Like, I'm home. It's over. And it was the summertime, twin. I'm talking about summertime, bro. It was hot like the way it is right now, you feel me? So I was out there. That was actually a crazy good year for me. I can't say it was a good year, but I did have some good times that summer when I was home. Like right there on 183rd and Riot too. I ain't even gonna lie, I had some real good times, some real good memories those years in the summertime, until I got booked and I got locked up. And that's when I started in Rikers Island off of that warrant, because I escaped from Lincoln Hall. That warrant followed me all the way to when I got booked for that robbery on the police. 9-6, facts, real talk. No cap, all facts. Y'all already know what it is. Lions and men, love y'all twins. I'm about to get into something out here. See what's good. Nothing but love. Appreciate y'all. Peace.